Let's talk music. In the good old days, the Beatles, they were master songwriters, singers, musicians, instrumentalists, you name it. They were the masters. And we've had a bunch of masters. Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, a boatload, I'm not going to take the time to name them, of artists in the 70's, 80's, up to even in the early 90's. Of course, back then it was about great songs. It still is, but today it's more about artists than it is about songs. And that sucks. But one thing I've noticed, the greats of yesterday, Motley Crue, Led Zeppelin, or let me tell you, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, the Romantics. Here's one thing I've noticed. I wish they were making hits today. We desperately need them today in this vast wasteland of songs without music today. You know what I would like to, we're always talking about how great it was in the 70's and 80's. How great the music was, how we miss it. You know what I would like to see? I would like to see musicians today making songs that were such great songs today. We would be able to easily forget about the 80's because the songs they were making today would be such great songs that we would know that today these were the good old days. See, back then in the 80's and the 70's, we knew we were in the good old days. We knew it. We knew it somehow. Why can't we do the same thing today? Instead of going back to the 80's and reminiscing, my challenge to the musicians out there, if there are any out there today, if there still are any musicians today, to start making great songs so that we call today the good old days. Make songs so great that tomorrow the rappers and them will want to sample from the songs we make today. Why can't we do that? Today, they don't make, the music industry, that's an oxymoron. They don't make music today. They make quote-unquote songs. And even that's questionable. And quite frankly, that pisses me off. I'm angry. I'm a songwriter. I'm a rapper. That's because of what I do best. Rap is not my favorite thing to listen to. 80's music is. Let's go back to the music. Let's start making songs today that are such great songs that we'll all but forget the 80's and the 70's because we'll be having the good old days again these days. Do you get what I'm saying, or am I not making myself clear enough? Or is my stumbling Alzheimer's mind getting in the way of what I'm trying to say?